How do I beat a counterpuncher? Well, some of the players just get back and make every ball and don't make any mistakes. What you've got to be able to do is give them variety. Don't give them too much of the same thing. Right? Just give them a look at something a little bit different and be prepared for a little bit shorter ball and take it early. You don't want to get into playing the other person's game style, and the other person is playing off your pace a lot of the time. So if you can change the pace in the rally, then they have to change what they're doing. My brick wall actually plays really well and it's never had a lesson in its life. So every time I hit the ball hard against the brick wall, it hits it back to me every time. If I hit the ball a little bit slower to the brick wall, it doesn't hit it back to me. It can't hit it back to me. That's a good lesson to learn. Good lesson to learn when you're actually playing a counterpuncher. The counterpuncher uses your pace. Well, don't give them pace all the time. Let them have a look at a different ball. It will depend on your return of serve, and obviously it's going to depend on whether they're serve volleying as well. Because if they're not serve volleying, you can go back further. Let me give you an example of John Millman playing Kyrgios in the US Open. John stood back further to return his serve, and Kyrgios didn't serve volley at all. So he took his big serve off him by having longer to see it coming. And in fact, returners nowadays are standing back a lot further than normal. So that negates the big serve. And if they're not serve volleying, they're not comfortable serve volleying. So if someone's a serve volley, you've got to take the ball a little bit earlier. So you might stand back for the first serve, stand in a little bit closer for the second serve. How you beat an aggressive baseliner is to basically don't hit wide to them, play through the middle a lot more till you get the right ball. If you play through the middle, they don't have any angles. You cut down their options. There's nothing you give them. For instance, John Millman, when he played Gasquet had a great backhand when you hit wide. He had a backhand across a backhand line. He had options off his backhand side. When you hit through the middle onto his backhand, you took away his angle. You took away part of his options from him. So by playing down the middle at someone who's a big hitter, they mightn't have to run to get the ball, but they've got no angles to play back at you. You cut down the things they can do, so you take away from them the options they have to beat you. And that keeps you in the point, and you wait for the right ball, and then you play the ball to a spot they have trouble handling it.
Why not learn from the best to become the best?
I coach players like Tommy Ford, Radio Vega, Francis Tiafoe.
Top 100 players like Glenn Weiner, Robert Kendrick, Prakash Amritraj.
Number one in the world, Iga Świątek.
Pete Sampras, Lindsay Davenport, and Maria Sharapova.
To become better, you have to better yourself every day. It's all about not being afraid to change something. A lot of guys are afraid to change.